Ultimately, my husband and I recently got remarried, and instead of moving, we decided to make this house our own and redesign the house. Previously, this kitchen was really dark. My husband called it the Bavarian kitchen because it looked like something out of Germany. End of the day, while it was functional, the fridge was very small and stuck out. The stove essentially had a hood that was completely non-functional. I would set off the fire alarm almost every single time I cooked. So we decided to go ahead and make this house our own and redo the kitchen. We wanted to bring in more light, so there was a wall there that we decided to take down to bring in light from the other window, and ultimately wanted the really large hood so that we could cook and the house not reek of bacon for 2 weeks. So ultimately, I contacted Gina, actually specifically. She had done a friend's kitchen, and I heard that she had great attention to detail. Gina came over. It was the first time I met her, and I sort of talked to her about my vision, and she seemed to think that everything was completely doable, and talked to us about how the process would go in terms of moving, and then ultimately went off and created a design for the kitchen. So when I met with her, we fell in love with the design. We fell in love with some of the design elements that Gina specifically came up with, related to the handles are all horizontal, they're not vertical, they all sort of match. It was the little pieces that we thought really made everything our own. At the same time, the master bathroom was also very dark. It looked like something out of the 80s. The tub was one of those huge tubs that are completely just takes up space and non-usable. So my husband and I we were trying to see what we could do to potentially wrap the two projects together, because doing both at the same time would be a little easier than going through the process separately. So I contacted Gina about the bathroom. We weren't quite sure if we were going to be able to pull it off, because my dream bathroom was quite a change. Everything was gutted, everything was moved, the walls were moved, the doors were moved, and I wasn't quite sure we were going to have it. So Gina came over to take a look at the bathroom. And I told her, I said, okay, I have plan A for my dream bathroom, and I have plan B if we can't make plan A work. Gina said, I don't even want to hear plan B. She wouldn't even listen to plan B. She was only on plan A, and she was able to sort of take my dream and run with it, and then work with me on budget so that I could wrap both together. That's ultimately why I selected USA Cabinets, and it's been a very good experience all the way around. So my favorite part of the kitchen, one is just the light. Standing over at the stove, before I didn't even know the window existed on the other side because it was sort of behind a wall that we never ran around. And now I can see green all the way around from the trees outside. So that's been huge. I love the design element of the blue wrap. Originally, there was not supposed to be a pole there. In the construction process, we learned that was actually weight bearing. We didn't realize that it was a weight bearing wall. We really didn't have a choice but to get the pole. So I looked at Gina and I was like, well, if I'm getting a pole in the kitchen, we're embracing the pole. And so we wrapped it in blue. She came up with that design, and I actually think it's gorgeous. It adds a really great design element. And I just love the stove. I love cooking for big groups, and having that massive stove and that massive hood has just been awesome. I would absolutely recommend USA Cabinets, and specifically Gina. I love the design work she's done. Again, she was very easy to work with, contacted, and Tarek at USA Cabinets was absolutely fantastic. They actually, fixed everything on the punch list, even sort of knits, were very patient through the process all the way through, and they were fantastic to work with.